Australia is rapidly bolstering its military capabilities. Over the past few years, the nation has significantly increased its defense budget, acquiring advanced weaponry and enhancing its military infrastructure. This move is part of a broader strategy to ensure that Australia remains prepared for any potential threats in the region. This buildup is no secret. The Australian government has been transparent about its intentions, emphasizing the need for a robust defense system to safeguard national interests. Public displays of military strength, such as parades and exercises, serve as a reminder of the country's growing military prowess. The focus is clear: countering a rising China. As China continues to expand its influence in the Indo-Pacific, Australia is taking proactive measures to ensure it can respond effectively to any aggressive actions. The modernization of the Navy and Air Force is a critical component of this strategy. The shift signals a significant change in Australia's strategic outlook. Historically, Australia has relied on its geographic isolation for security. However, the evolving geopolitical landscape has necessitated a more assertive approach. High-level strategy meetings and press conferences highlight the urgency and importance of these changes. The country is preparing for the possibility of conflict in the Indo-Pacific region. Regular military exercises and patrols in the Pacific are designed to enhance readiness and demonstrate Australia's commitment to maintaining regional stability. These activities also serve as a deterrent to potential adversaries. This is no small decision. The implications of such a shift are profound, affecting not only military strategy, but also diplomatic relations and economic policies. High-ranking officials are acutely aware of the stakes involved, and are meticulously planning every step. It carries significant risks and implications for Australia and the world. The international community is closely watching Australia's actions, as any escalation in the region could have far-reaching consequences. News headlines reflect the global concern over the potential for conflict. For decades, Australia enjoyed relative peace and stability. The nation's focus was primarily on economic growth and development, benefiting from a peaceful international environment. The serene coastlines and bustling cityscapes are a testament to this period of prosperity. China's economic rise brought prosperity. The economic relationship between Australia and China has been mutually beneficial, with trade and investment driving growth in both countries. However, this economic interdependence has also created vulnerabilities, but the relationship has become increasingly strained. Diplomatic tensions have escalated over issues such as trade disputes, human rights concerns, and territorial claims. These tensions have led to a reassessment of Australia's foreign policy and defense strategy. China's assertive actions in the region have raised alarms. The rapid expansion of China's military capabilities and its assertive stance in territorial disputes have prompted neighboring countries, including Australia, to take precautionary measures. Military parades and naval deployments are clear signals of China's growing power. This has forced Australia to confront a difficult question: how to deal with a more powerful and assertive China. The government is engaged in intense deliberations, weighing the risks and benefits of various strategies. The goal is to find a balance between deterrence and diplomacy. The Australian government has made its choice. In a series of speeches and policy announcements, the Prime Minister has outlined a clear vision for the country's defense strategy. The emphasis is on strength, resilience, and readiness. It is investing heavily in its defense forces. The defense budget has seen unprecedented increases, funding the acquisition of state-of-the-art equipment and the expansion of military personnel. This investment is seen as essential to maintaining national security. It is strengthening alliances, particularly with the United States. The message is clear. Joint military exercises and strategic partnerships with allies are crucial components of Australia's defense strategy. These alliances enhance Australia's ability to respond to regional threats and ensure collective security. Australia is ready to defend its interests, even if it means going to war with China. The commitment to national defense is unwavering, with rigorous training programs and strategic deployments underscoring the seriousness of the situation. This is a dramatic shift, and one that has not been taken lightly. The stakes are high. The government and military leadership are acutely aware of the potential consequences and are taking a measured approach to ensure that all actions are carefully considered. The Indo-Pacific region is of vital strategic importance. It is a hub of economic activity and a critical area for global trade. The security and stability of this region are paramount to the interests of many nations, including Australia. It is home to some of the world's busiest shipping lanes. The flow of goods through these lanes is essential to the global economy. making the security of these routes a top priority for regional powers. It is also a region of growing economic and military power. The rise of Asian economies and the expansion of military capabilities in the region have created a complex and dynamic security environment. The rise of China has upset the balance of power. The rapid growth of China's economic and military strength has shifted the regional dynamics, challenging the existing order and prompting responses from other nations. This has led to increased tensions and the risk of conflict. The potential for misunderstandings and miscalculations is high, making diplomatic efforts and strategic planning more critical than ever. The world watches closely as the situation unfolds, hoping for a peaceful resolution, but preparing for the possibility of conflict. The Indo-Pacific encompasses a vast area, a region of immense strategic importance that spans two of the world's largest oceans. It stretches from the Indian Ocean to the Pacific, covering a diverse range of countries, cultures, and ecosystems. This region is crucial for global trade and security, serving as a vital artery for the movement of goods and resources. Its waterways transport trillions of dollars worth of goods each year, making it indispensable to the global economy. The region is also rich in natural resources, including oil, natural gas, and valuable minerals, which are essential for the energy needs and industrial growth of many nations. This abundance of resources and strategic location makes it a prize that many countries, particularly China, are eager to control. China's rise has been dramatic, transforming the global landscape. It has gone from a poor, developing nation to a global superpower in just a few decades, showcasing rapid urban development and economic growth. Its economic growth has been accompanied by a significant military buildup, with investments in advanced military hardware and technology. This military expansion has significantly shifted the balance of power in the Indo-Pacific, challenging the dominance of traditional powers. China's actions in the South China Sea are a major source of tension, as it asserts its claims over almost the entire area. China claims almost the entire South China Sea as its own, based on historical assertions that are widely disputed. This claim is disputed by several countries, including Australia, Vietnam, the Philippines, and Malaysia, leading to ongoing diplomatic and military confrontations. In a bid to solidify its claims, China has built artificial islands in the disputed waters, transforming reefs and atolls into military outposts. It has militarized these islands, equipping them with runways, missile systems, and other military infrastructure. This aggressive expansion has raised concerns about China's intentions in the region, prompting responses from other nations. Australia, for instance, relies heavily on freedom of navigation in the South China Sea, as it is a critical route for its trade and security. This freedom of navigation is vital for Australia's economic stability, allowing its trade ships to move freely through these contested waters. China's actions, which include blocking routes and asserting control over key waterways, threaten this freedom and, by extension, Australia's national interests. This is a major reason why Australia is strengthening its military capabilities, investing in new technologies, and conducting extensive military exercises. It is also why Australia is deepening its alliances with countries like the United States and Japan, seeking to build a coalition to counterbalance China's influence and ensure regional stability. The Indo-Pacific region, with its complex web of alliances and rivalries, remains a focal point of international diplomacy and strategic planning. Beyond the geopolitical tensions, the region is also a vibrant tapestry of cultures and economies, contributing to global innovation and cultural exchange. Efforts to preserve the region's rich biodiversity and address environmental challenges are equally crucial, as they impact the livelihoods of millions. As we look to the future, the Indo-Pacific will undoubtedly continue to be a region of both opportunity and challenge, where the stakes are high and the outcomes will shape the global order for years to come. Australia is undergoing a significant military modernization program. This initiative is part of a broader strategy to enhance the nation's defense capabilities and ensure its readiness for future challenges. The goal is clear: to deter China and prepare for potential conflict. With the rise of China's military power in the Asia-Pacific region, Australia feels the need to bolster its own defense mechanisms to maintain a balance of power. This involves acquiring advanced weapon systems, These systems include state-of-the-art technology that can provide a significant edge in modern warfare, ensuring that the Australian military remains at the forefront of defense innovation. It also means developing new military capabilities. This includes not only physical hardware but also advancements in training and strategy, ensuring that personnel are well prepared for any scenario. One of Australia's most significant acquisitions is nuclear-powered submarines. These submarines represent a major leap in underwater warfare technology, providing stealth, endurance, and firepower that conventional submarines cannot match. These submarines will give Australia a major boost in underwater warfare. They are designed to operate undetected for extended periods, allowing for strategic advantages in both defensive and offensive operations. They will allow Australia to project power over long distances. This capability is crucial for maintaining a presence in key maritime regions and ensuring the security of sea lanes that are vital for trade and national security. This is seen as a direct response to China's growing submarine fleet. As China continues to expand its naval capabilities, Australia must ensure it can counter any potential threats and maintain a strategic balance in the region. Australia is also investing in advanced fighter jets, long-range missiles, and cyber warfare capabilities. These investments are aimed at creating a multi-dimensional defense strategy that can address threats from air, land, sea, and cyberspace. It is developing new strategies for operating in a contested environment. This includes innovative tactics and the integration of new technologies to ensure that the Australian military can effectively respond to any adversary. This includes working more closely with allies like the United States, Japan, and India. These partnerships are essential for sharing intelligence, conducting joint exercises, and ensuring a coordinated response to regional threats. These alliances are seen as crucial for deterring China and maintaining stability in the region. By strengthening these relationships, Australia aims to create a united front that can effectively counterbalance China's influence. Australia's military modernization is not without its critics. Some argue that the focus on military spending diverts resources from other important areas such as healthcare, education, and infrastructure. Some argue that it is provocative and risks escalating tensions with China. Critics warn that an arms race could lead to increased instability and the potential for conflict in the region. Others question the cost of these programs. They point out that the financial burden of such extensive military investments could strain the national budget and impact other critical public services. They argue that the money could be better spent on other priorities. Investing in social programs and infrastructure could provide long-term benefits for the Australian population, enhancing overall quality of life. However, the Australian government is committed to strengthening its defense posture. Officials argue that a strong military is essential for national security and protecting Australia's interests in an increasingly volatile world. It sees this as essential for protecting its interests in a more uncertain world. By investing in military modernization, Australia aims to ensure its sovereignty, safeguard its citizens, and contribute to regional stability. China's military expansion has been nothing short of remarkable. Once a relatively modest force, the People's Liberation Army has undergone a transformation. It now boasts advanced weaponry and capabilities that rival those of the United States. This rapid modernization is a key factor driving anxieties in Canberra. China's military spending has increased dramatically in recent decades. It has developed a blue-water navy capable of operating far from its shores. Its missile arsenal has grown in both size and sophistication. The PLA is also investing heavily in cyber warfare, space, and artificial intelligence. These developments have not gone unnoticed in Australia. Of particular concern is China's growing fleet of warships, including aircraft carriers. These vessels enhance China's ability to project power in the Indo-Pacific. This directly challenges Australia's strategic interests. The increasing range and accuracy of China's missiles also pose a threat. These could potentially target Australian bases and infrastructure. Australia's defense planners are acutely aware of the PLA's growing capabilities. The country's military modernization is in part a response to this challenge. Australia is also strengthening its intelligence gathering and analysis to better understand China's intentions.